This game's hit detection is fucked. And I could sit here and say, hey, it's intentional. Hey, it's rigged. Like, it's rigged against us. Or it's just Infinity Ward's incompetent. The point is that the game's fucking inconsistent as shit. And yet we're expected to play these try-hard sweat lobbies and play clones of ourselves. Meanwhile, the game's just kind of picking and choosing which gunfights we win. If we're going to spawn in the direct line of sight of someone. If we're going to reverse spawn kill someone. Like, this isn't just something that's against me and happening against me. It's something that's happening for me. Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't kill people, and I do.
So I just got done watching Blame Truth's new video, and I gotta say, when it comes to BT, like, I don't hate the guy, not a huge fan of him, but there's one thing I simply cannot deny with, and that is this. I know I'm probably gonna catch quite a bit of backlash for making that statement I said earlier, but listen, I'm not a sheep, alright, and I ask all of you as viewers to not be sheep of even my own opinions, alright? Formulate your own thought process and come up with your own opinions and ideas. And I understand that most Call of Duty players are carpet munching paste eaters according to BT. He's not wrong there either, okay, but all I ask is that if you are a viewer, just try and use your own judgment, use higher level thinking here. Anyways, when it comes to BT, like I mentioned earlier, I don't hate the guy. He's not exactly my favorite COD tuber ever. Like, I think he truly does have good intentions and he's just trying to make Call of Duty fun again, but sometimes he makes claims that are just absolutely bogus, dude. Like, skill-based matchmaking footstep audio? Really? Like, dude, that doesn't even make sense. If Activision or Infinity Ward was really trying to nerf you as a player, wouldn't they just nerf your bullets? Get rid of them? Like, they just disappear in thin air? Or they double your recoil or something? Why would they sometimes give you player audio footsteps, but sometimes not? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, I think his intentions are actually good. It's just the way he delivers messages sometimes. I think he's a little over the top. And anyways, like I said, I don't hate him. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for saying all of this. Anyways, while I was watching his video earlier, there was something that really stuck out to me, and that was the fact that this game might be the most inconsistent game we've ever gotten. I mean, seriously, dude, think about it. Like, a lot of times in Call of Duty, the snipers, the shotguns, like, you get hit markers, sometimes you get kills you shouldn't. But in this game, it seems to be every single weapon. And for whatever reason, sometimes, like the other day, I was leveling up the AK-74U, and I shot someone in the foot like 3 times, and it gave me the kill, Okay, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I got the kill instead of dying there. But I don't really feel like I earned that kill. Like, I actually probably deserve to die if I shoot someone's pinky toe 3 times, right? And on the flip side of that, there's several scenarios where I get into a gunfight with an enemy, and I land like 7, 8, sometimes even it feels like 9 hit markers, and he just doesn't die, ever. Like never. I swear to God the guy has God mode on or something, but then my teammate will put a bullet in him and he dies. So I truly can't explain a lot of the inconsistencies in this game, and it goes much farther beyond the guns, alright? Like, obviously the audio in this game is not exactly up to par with Infinity Ward games, and I've been saying that since the launch day of this game. It's just something about the audio has always been off to me, and like, the thing is, I can sit here and come up with 1,000 different scenarios, alright? Like, think about when I'm using Ghost, but for some reason I feel like I'm always on the enemy's UAV, and when I'm not using Ghost, I feel like I'm steering clear of the UAVs. Like, there's so many different inconsistencies in this game, and it's actually pretty unacceptable. Like, for a AAA dev studio, I get that we hold these people to an extremely high standard, and for some people, it's the price tag. They increased the price of a video game by $10 over the last, 16 years, so I'm truly not complaining about the price. I mean, it's just $70, alright? I spend $70 at the casino on the weekend, and I don't think twice about it. But for some people, it is the price. They're like, hey, you did increase how much I'm going to be paying you this year. I would also like to see the quality of the game go up as well. And I honestly am starting to wonder if the real reason that Modern Warfare 2 is just lacking in so many different areas is because Infinity Ward, or really Activision, has spread their employees too thin. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, less is more. And what I mean by that is, think about it, 3,000 devs, it sounds great. There's a lot of hands, a lot of eyes, a lot of brain power behind this this game, but also the more moving pieces you introduce to a system, the more room for failure you're going to have. It's just simple physics at that point. Now, the good news is they can probably fix most of the stuff in this game that would allow the game to be a little bit more enjoyable, right? But also, there's going to be several things I know for a fact they are not ever going to touch, and another one of the inconsistent parts of this game being the perk system. You don't just get your third perk 3 minutes into every match, right? Like, there's so many different factors that go into it. It's just unfortunate at this point, really, because now every little inconsistency that someone finds in the game, like for instance in this video, BT's talking about how there's some netcode error where the server will try and predict what a player with bad Wi-Fi is going to try and do, and he calls it skill-based netcode or something like that. Guys, here's the problem, okay? I feel like many content creators or even just Call of Duty players at this point are so quick to point the finger at skill-based anything. Like, it can literally be you throw a decoy grenade and it waits like 3 seconds before it starts going off. I promise you, someone's going to make a video saying, now that's a skill-based decoy grenade. Like, dude, you sound so dumb when you make those accusations, right? And I get that it's flashy and skill-based matchmaking in the title of a video is going to bring in a lot of views. But you know, I guess I just take the approach more like Exclusive Ace, where if you're going to make a claim, at least have supporting evidence to back that claim. And just because something in Modern Warfare 2 isn't working as intended, that doesn't mean the game is trying to nerf you as a player. Instead, it probably just means that this game is broken, and is anyone surprised by the game being broken at this point? Probably not, right? And next time someone makes a claim like this, you know, just step back and ask yourself the question, does it really make sense for Infinity Ward to dump a ton of time and money into nerfing a decoy grenade or footstep audio to some players, but not all players? But when do you decide that audio gets nerfed? Like, see, there's so many things that go into designing and developing something like that. It just doesn't make sense. The game is just broken. I'm not saying these devs suck, but I'm just saying the game is just in a very poor condition at the moment, and hopefully it will get better one day, but not today, not tomorrow, not next week, and probably not even next month, right? Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Your guys' support has been absolutely unreal on the channel lately. I think we're at like 650 subs. I really can't say thank you all enough. Your support is absolutely not unnoticed. I promise you that. Speaking of supporting the channel, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it today. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all next time. Later.